welcome back. Got something up in your attic that was made in Oshkosh or Winnebago County? Want to know what it's worth? Then the 11th annual Oshkosh Antique Appraisal Show could be for you. Paul Esslinger sitting beside me. Paul, a member of the Oshkosh Memorabilia Club. Paul, as we say to all of our guests who join us on the show, thanks for the time.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Exactly what is the Oshkosh Antique Appraisal Show?
Well, members of the Oshkosh Memorabilia Club, there's about 40 of us, guys and gals, get together on one day and kind of honor and cherish the history of Oshkosh. There's many things that were made in Oshkosh or made for the businesses in Oshkosh. We get together, we hope people get things out of the attic, out of the basement, out of the hutch, whatever it may be.
Right.
Bring them down, and we want to tell you what your stuff is worth.
This is the 11th annual.
Yep.
So when you've been through these shows before, what are some of the surprise items that you've seen that are like, wow, I can't believe they've got this item that's worth X amount of dollars or whatever it is?
Well, I collect brewery stuff, and a few years ago something came through that, and I've been collecting for about 35 years now. Something came through I had never seen before. It was from the Raw Brewing Company. I had never seen anything like it, and I explained it to some other people. They had never heard anything like it. So, I mean, we have brewery stuff, we have milk stuff, old indexes, you know, tokens, pictures. We love pictures, and we love stories, and we just want people to come down. Even if you don't have anything, come down and tell a story.
What kind of items do the members collect, and then what kind of items do you appraise at these shows for people?
Right. We appraise items that were made in Oshkosh or items that were made for Oshkosh businesses. Like I said, you know, the brewery stuff and milk stuff and tokens, postcards. If it has the name Oshkosh on it, bring it down. We're going to appraise it for you.
Now, what if it doesn't have the name Oshkosh on it, or what if it wasn't made for an Oshkosh business? What if I just want to bring something down that I think, hey, I don't know what this is, but maybe they'll be able to tell me. Do you do that kind of thing?
No, we really don't. That's probably best left for the antique dealer in Oshkosh. Probably could do a better job of it.
If someone can't make the show, can you come to the home to appraise the items for them?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people don't, for whatever reason, don't want to come down. It might be a large item. Senior citizens, you know, might have a problem getting down that day. Give me a call. My number is 426-9750. I'm in the phone book. We can set something up where you tell us what you got, and we will come to your home and appraise it also. There's
a theme each year. Is the theme, like you said, going back to the Oshkosh, and what is the technical theme?
The theme this year is Oshkosh Corporation.
Okay.
Last year it was brewery items, bar items.
Okay.
It's Oshkosh Corporation, and I'm very happy to announce that we talked to Oshkosh Corp. They're going to have some vehicles this year outside of it's at the Senior Center Annex building. They're going to have 3, 4, I think, vehicles. We don't know what they are yet. We're going to be surprised when they bring them there too, so the kids can, you know, check out those trucks. And we have a special guest, Inky Youngworth, who has to say a vast knowledge is really kind of cutting it short. He has a vast knowledge of Oshkosh. He's going to be giving a speech on the Oshkosh Corporation from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So we're really excited about that too.
With a theme each year, and this being the 11th year, who is pinned? Is it a group decision each year on what the theme is? Who decides upon the theme year to year?
Yeah, we get together. I think we made our decision in, I think it was December, that Oshkosh Corp was going to be the theme.
You also have a special guest, which is who you just mentioned.
Yep.
Give us a little bit more background. You said it's kind of cutting him short to say, or selling him short to say that he's got a vast knowledge. What is his background that makes him so knowledgeable about the items you're going to be looking at?
Outside of Inky being in the military, he's a World War II veteran. Outside of that, I think he's approaching, he's like 85, 90 years old.
Okay.
If he doesn't know it, nobody knows it if it's in regards to Oshkosh. He's just a vast knowledge of Oshkosh.
Can items that were made in Oshkosh hold value?
Yes.
Be valuable?
Yes, yes. And I've got, if I can now, I can show a few items.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Let's go through them.
This is something that the Oshkosh Brewing Company made. This would be outside of a building.
Okay.
Something like this in this condition and retail price, you're looking at probably $1,000 or more.
Really?
Yes, that this item is
And
worth.
I mean, when you look at it, and I'm not. This is no offense to the sign. It's nice, but it looks like it's not in pristine condition.
Right, but they're very rare, and that's the point we want to get across. If you don't always assume that something has a value until someone that knows tells you otherwise. It's always very important. So I just want to give you the kind of the other side of this, if I can. Here's a bottle that Chief Oshkosh made. This is for the Oshkosh Centennial.
Okay.
It's 100-year. It's still full, and no, Nick, you can't have it for later on. But, you know, a bottle like this is probably worth about $50, $60 because it's still full, and it's a rather rare item.
Okay.
Talked about indexes. This one, I think, is from like 1913.
Okay.
Index from Oshkosh. Probably a $50 item. Let's see. We have beer tray from Oshkosh Brewing Company. In this condition, this beer tray is worth between $700 and $800.
Really?
It's a very rare tray, and it's in very nice condition.
Now, what makes, other than age, you know, obviously as things get older and they're you know, something that might be harder to find, what gives these items, what makes a tin like that $700 or $800? Because you look at it and you think, when that was made, it probably didn't cost them close to that to make it.
No, something like this probably cost the company 25 to 50 cents to make it. It's the condition, and the condition. And then, you know, right after that is rarity. This is there's very few like this around that are in this condition, and it is a rare piece. So that brings up the value. But now here's something that's very common in Oshkosh. You see this a lot. This bottle, and I wanted to bring one that had a little damage. A lot of times people bring this in, and they'll think this is worth a lot of money. These are very, very common. They made a zillion of these things. This bottle is probably worth about 25 cents. So
well, that's
you can see
that's depressing after you bring out the $50 or $60 bottle.
Yeah.
If someone brings in something that's worth 25 cents.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't show. This is Marty the Martian, and you don't remember this, Nick. You weren't around, but we had Mars restaurants in Oshkosh.
Okay.
And so this is Marty the Martian, and he's still in his original bag. So this is
now I would imagine that. Let me be.
Okay, you guess. What do you think?
Play the role of the appraiser. Give me a year on it. When was it?
1960s.
Okay, I'm gonna say that in that condition, let's go $400 or $500.
I wish, because this is mine, and I'll sell it to you for that if you want. But no, this is probably worth, you know, $30, $40.
Oh, wow, I was way off.
But it's sold to you.
That's why I'm not going to be at the show.
Right. But no, I mean, like I said, even if you don't have an item, come on down and tell us a story. We love to hear the story. It's a great time. We're going to have Oshkosh Corp with trucks there. Inky Youngworth is going to be there from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We start at 9 o'clock, and everyone just has a great time. And
remind them, once again, date, time, and why to go.
April 6th at the Senior Center, the North Building. That's the Annex Building, from 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock p.m. And Oshkosh's history, I've been a lifelong resident of Oshkosh. Our history is second to none here, and people are very proud of their Oshkosh heritage. And you should really know if you have something from Grandpa or Dad, they're passed away, and it's an heirloom, whatever, get it appraised. I mean, it might be worth something where you need an insurance claim. You know, you need to have it insured, and you know, we'll give you an idea what if it's something valuable, get it insured. So if it goes up in flames, at least you got some money for it.
Sounds like a good time. Thanks, Paul.
You bet.
All right, just one segment remains. We focus on health after the break.